So as you guys know, me and the panel beater have been working on the bonnet, trying to get it aligned, well mostly on the wings on both sides. So we are pretty much good to go with the wings. All we gotta do now is start working on the bonnet, getting it realigned, and also there's a bit of a tweak that needs to be done on this section right here. So we're gonna take it away, align the bonnet up. Once we're done, we can start fitting up the lights and moving on to the bumper. So as you guys have saw, the panel beater once again has done a smashing job on the alignment of that wing and the bonnet. It's literally just perfect. It will need finishing off once we got the bonnet painting from underneath. So the main adjustments have been done. So we're going to carry on and start getting them headlights in. So working our way down to the bumper. But before we actually do any of that, we will need to install our bonnet sensors. So the bonnet sensors go on both sides to let the car know that bonnet's been locked. So there's one sensor right here you can see. And there's a sensor on the other side which is missing. So I went down to the dealership and they told me the bonnet sensors are sided. The reason being is the sensors actually, the plug has a line in there. So the line actually allows the plug to go into the right way. So this is the offside one. So yeah, this is the offside one, which is driver's side, and this is the passenger side one. So we will need to install them before we start installing the lights. The reason being is, once them lights have been installed, they will not be coming back out, and it's easy access to get to them latches now, they're not having the light on. So we quickly put these on, then you start working our way down to the bumper. So there you have it guys, we got the headlights both installed, they're nicely secured down, we just aligned it to the wings. They will need to be adjusted once we got the bumper on. So we'll have to put the bumper on, then tweak the lights to make sure we got the fitting right on it. So let's carry on and start installing the bumper. So here's the next day guys, the alignment's pretty much done now, so we're 90% there. The bonnet, the wing, the lights, the bumper, everything lines up as it should. So I'm gonna start working on the next stage, which is applying the filler around this region right here, along the wing where it was actually repaired, and right around there. So before we start actually applying any filler, we will need to skim it all down with the linen shirt to get rid of all the high spots. So that way we just put a skimmer filler rather than, you know, putting layers of filler on there to get rid of all the high spots. So that's the way it should actually be done. So you can see right here guys, we've actually spotted a fault. So the bonnet is slightly down from this region right here. If you look along the other side, there's a gap right there. So before we start applying any filler work to it, we will be sorting that out.
So while he's working on that part of the bonnet guys, I'm going to start working this side of the bonnet. There's a lot of black dots on the bonnet. It's like a tar-like substance. I'm going to use thinners to get rid of that. Once I've got that nice and clean, I'll use a scotch pad to scotch it all down, get rid of that shine. You know, while I am working on the bonnet, I will be looking out for any bits of damage. So guys, I'm going to crack on with it. We've got loads to do, so yeah, let's get started.
So I've taken down all the high spots, linished all down, and also removed the paint, so we are down to the bone of the bonnet. So this is the area that we need to start working on. It's always best to remove all that paint, the lacquer, the primer, and get down to it so it looks like this when you're doing any types of repairs. That way your repair is good, and afterwards you won't have any no reactions with the paint and stuff, and your job will last longer as well. Around here, somebody's actually been working on it before. You see right here, there's a slight bit of filler around here, around this area right here as well. So they did a good job. There wasn't too much filler, it's just like a light skim of filler it should be.
Yeah, anyways guys, all that back tar that was on the bonnet is nice and clean now. I've taken it off with the thinners. So I have been scotching down this section of the bonnet, so it's gone into like a matte colour now. I've yet to do this side, but Z's obviously working on the this little bit here, so I can't really do much. I'm just waiting for Z. While I was rubbing down the bonnet with the scotch, I have noticed that there is a little dent. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. Maybe if I can, no, the camera's not going to pick it up. Anyways guys, there is a little dip just around here, so Z will be taking care of that as well. I mean, things like that you only notice when you kind of really look into the panels. We're going to be, what we're going to finish this out, we're going to do this, Z.
I think we can get to from underneath. Just pop it up a bit and just linish it all down. Not linish it, sorry, just feather it all down like this. You can just put a coat of filler on there. It's just like a very slight dent. If you come right around here guys, when doing any repairs, you should always try to feather out your job, the area you're actually working in. So you can see right here, so you have the metal, in this case this is aluminium, then we have the primer, we have the paint, then we have the lacquer. So that's the way it should actually be. It should be nice and smooth rather than having a little edge, because when you have an edge, that's where your paint reacts.
And I've basically scotched down this half of the bonnet. I could do that half right now, but I'm kind of getting in Z's base, so I'm going to leave him to it. Instead I'm going to work on the driver's side wing. So what I'll do is I'll get all the badges off. Once the badges are off, I can actually start, I'm not too sure, I might use a 800 grit or a scotch pad, but one of the two I'll be using to kind of you know, get it nice and smooth, get rid of that shine.
Yeah, there's two ways actually could go around it. You could use a scotch pad, which you get rid of all the lacquer, or you could use a wet flat of 800. The good thing with that is you get a better finish, it's less orange peel, whereas the scotch pad you get a bit of an orange peel. So if you wet flat it, you'll get a nice flat surface.
Well, if that's the case then guys, I guess I'll be using the 800 to get a better finish.
Yeah, but before you do that, you'll have to remove these badges right here.
Oh, I've already mentioned that, Z.
Yeah, and also if you mask right around here, you won't touch this area. It's always best to just mask it up before you start working on it.
Yeah, definitely guys. So I'm going to start taking off the badges. Once that's done, I'll mask off around the panel, then I'll start sanding it down, getting it nice and smooth and getting rid of that shine. So guys, as you just saw, we have started prepping all the front panels. These put the first layer of filler down, so you do need to give it one more layer of filler to kind of get the shape back. We have yet to do the wing as well, so all the front panels need a bit of work doing. I think the only panels at the front that is ready right now is that driver's side wing. It has been wet flatted with the 800 grit. So apart from that guys, we still got to do these three panels here, the bumper, bonnet and the wing. So that will be for the next video. Hopefully you can get all the panels prepped and in primer, and even if you get time, in paint as well. But that is for the next video guys. For this one we are going to end it there. It is a late night on a Friday, so you're going to go home. So thanks a lot for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you are new, consider subscribing, and if you do subscribe, hit the bell icon as well, and follow us on Instagram at Performance Rebuilds for behind the scenes. Like I mentioned before guys, we have got more cars coming in, so if you want to stay tuned, be sure you hit that subscribe button. And yeah guys, we'll end the night there, and we'll see you in the next video.